everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hey everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of Can Slacktivism Lead to Social Change? And the vocabulary words are shelter.
Shelter.
People hid in a shelter to escape enemy soldiers.
Critic.
Critic.
My grandfather is a critic of young people. He thinks they're all lazy.
Protest.
Protest.
The students held a protest against animal testing.
Charity.
Charity.
Luis is poor, but he refuses to accept other people's charity.
Urge.
Urge.
Phil had the urge to cry when his girlfriend told him she wanted to break up.
Motivate.
Motivate.
Losing weight is what motivates Stan to go jogging every day.
That's right. Shane, I have a question. There's a word I do not understand. What is slacktivism?
Slacktivism. Do you know what a slacker is?
You know, someone maybe who's lazy and then they don't want to finish their task.
Right, or they don't do as much as they can do. So slacktivism is basically people who, instead of being active, so for example, if there's a charity and you're on your Facebook and you see a cute little baby and maybe you find out the baby has cancer and they're trying to get money to help with childhood cancer or with cancer. But instead of donating money or something, instead you will just press like and you feel, okay, I did something. Or maybe you'll share it on your Facebook and then you feel, I've done my job.
But you haven't really taken any action,
Right.
maybe donating money or doing something to help this person or this animal, right?
Yeah, so that's what they're calling slacktivism, because before more people would go out and try to do something, donate their time or maybe donate money or just do something.
That's true. So I guess it's not good at all if you just press like, right?
Basically, and there's some studies that showed that people who are just press like, they're less likely to actually donate their time or their money.
Because it's so easy. All you got to do is just click on it or you just press that button. Okay, that's true. Okay, I guess I have to, start taking more action too.
Okay.
Slacktivism.
All right, let's find out more about this in today's lesson.
Okay, enjoy.
Enjoy.
Can slacktivism lead to social change? You're looking through your Facebook feed when you see an animal shelter has posted a request for donations. Along with this request is a photo of a cute puppy. Rather than donate, however, you share the post with your friends. This is the modern practice of slacktivism. It has become popular simply because it's so effortless. It's a lot easier to click like for a cause than to actually get out there and do something for it.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today is day 1 of a very interesting article. Can slacktivism lead to social change? Hello everyone, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Now, slacktivism. Slacktivism, that's right. It's one of these new terms that's come about in the last 5 or 10 years. Well, if we take the word activism, right? Activism is when people go out and they want to try to change the world, okay? So if you're a member of Greenpeace and you want to protect the environment, if you're a member of some political group that wants to bring more freedom or rights to people, these kinds of issues, these kinds of topics that people can get very, emotional about, very organized about, and want to do something with their energy, their time, their money to change the world in some kind of good way. That's activism. Now, if we take the word slack,
Or slacker,
that's kind of the opposite. If someone's a slacker, they're kind of lazy. They're not going to be out there marching to change the world.
leave me alone, man.
They're going to be sitting at home eating potato chips, playing video games or something like that.
Maybe going bowling.
Slacktivism.
Listening to CCR.
Maybe going bowling, listening to CCR, buying carpets. If you're doing that kind of thing, you're not changing the world. You're kind of being lazy and you're not really worried about other people or things like that. So how can you have activism, which is about energy and good change and doing stuff, and being a slacker, which is about being lazy and not caring and not really doing much.
So if you're a slacker, you're passive, or you don't do much. So how can you accomplish things like an activist would by not doing
by being lazy,
by being a slacker? It's weird.
It doesn't seem to make sense.
Counterintuitive.
That's right.
Anyways, so let's get started here. Okay, the first line of our article says, "You're looking through your Facebook feed."
No, I'm not. Oh, you mean I'm kind of imagining?
Yeah, you're imagining.
That's imagine. Okay.
You're looking through your Facebook feed when you see.
Oh, like a little kitten.
No, when you see an animal shelter has posted a request for donation.
Well, I've seen those before. Yeah,
Me
sure.
too.
On
Now
Facebook,
here, we've got this term shelter, an animal shelter. Now, shelter generally is a place that provides people or things with temporary protection from danger, okay? For example, people hid in a shelter to escape enemy soldiers. Wow. That's intense.
Yeah. So people, of course, will need shelter in a storm, in an earthquake, something like that. They often say in a typhoon or an earthquake, go into the bathroom of your home for shelter. That might be one of the strongest parts in the middle of your home, small windows or no windows, that kind of thing. So it's a safe, protected place. Of course, animals without homes, they need somewhere safe to be too. And sometimes they ask you for money because these shelters don't make a lot of money, but they need people to give. They need donations from people. Along with this request that you might see there on Facebook is a photo of a cute puppy. It might be kind of sick or kind of dirty. It might be something that makes your heart go, aww, and it makes you maybe reach into your pocket and get out your credit card or something so you can give them money. Rather than donate, however, it says you can just share the post with your friends. So you don't have to actually give them money. You're thinking, well, if I just put it on my page and I share it to all of my friends, then, I'll be helping out. I won't be giving them my time, my energy, my money, but I will be helping them spread the message, spread the information.
What they're saying here is that activism would actually require something of you, money or effort. Slacktivism, you're kind of like, I'm not going to give them money. I just,
good for me.
I'll share it. It's so easy. So
I'm such a good guy because I clicked and put it on my page for an hour.
So as a slacker, rather than donating and actually putting something forward, you just share the post with your friends. It takes no time at all and no effort. And yes, this is the modern practice of slacktivism. You are doing something, but you're not being totally active.
So basically, you're trying to change the world in the laziest way possible.
Exactly.
I get you. Okay. So it says it has become popular simply because it's so effortless. It's become popular. People do it because it's so easy. It's effortless. It doesn't take any time, energy, money. You can just do it and then you're done, but you still feel good.
Yeah, you can just take it easy. You don't need to worry about it and, just share instead of actually putting some of your own effort or money into things.
This is true. I think this is true. I think, people do this. It's a lot easier, it says, to click like on Facebook for a cause than to actually get out there and do something for it. It's true. It's a lot easier.
Give them your money.
Give them your money, give them your time, that kind of thing. So it's a lot easier to click like, as they do on Facebook, than to actually do something about it.
Anyways, folks, we are over time right now, so we need to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back with more on slacktivism right after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的文章标题里出现的一个字叫做 slacktivism。这个字它是由 slacker 以及 activism 这两个字组成的。那 activism 是行动主义 ，slacker 是偷懒的人。这两个字意思几乎完全相反诶。那你把它合在一起变成 slacktivism， 懒人行动主义。那课文一开始他就举一个例子，当你正在看脸书的动态消息 ，Facebook feed 就是指脸书的动态，那你就突然看到一则动物收容所它贴出来的捐款请求，上面附了一张好可爱的小狗照片，那你的下一个动作就是把它贴文分享给朋友，但是没有捐款。按赞啊，分享这些动作比实际出来做公益简单多了。那这就是越来越普遍的懒人行动主义。好，这边有几个单字可以学起来。首先 ，shelter 是指庇护所或者是避难的地方，那么 animal shelter 是指动物收容所。再来看 donate 这个动词，它表示捐赠、捐献。那么 donation 是它的名词，在课文里面是指捐款。好，再来看 effort 是努力，那么字尾 less 是指没有，所以说 effortless 是指不费力的，很容易的。好，我们接着回到课文中。
Can slacktivism lead to social change? Critics of slacktivism argue that slacktivism can hurt real activism, which occurs in the form of protests, volunteering, or charity. Since the urge to do good has already been satisfied by online activity, one is less motivated to take part in real-life activities.
All right, folks, we're back and we're still talking about slacktivism. Now, critics of slacktivism argue that slacktivism can hurt real activism.
Yeah, a critic is someone who, criticizes something, who points out the bad things, the weaknesses, the things that aren't so good with something. So if it's a critic of slacktivism, this is not someone who's like, yeah, this is great, it's awesome. You know that they're going to kind of say, well, here's the problem with it. What they're saying is this slacktivism can hurt real activism. It can make people feel like they're doing something, but through the laziest way possible. That's what the critics are pointing out, because they think this is a bit of a problem, and that's what critics do. For example, my grandfather is a critic of young people. So they're saying real activism. The critics are saying real activism occurs in the form of protests, volunteering, and charity. This is the real work of changing the world for the better. Clicking on Facebook is not enough. Now, what is a protest?
So these critics are saying that real activism is protest, volunteering, and charity, and we can't...
Getting out there doing something.
Getting out there and doing something. We can't just surrender to slacktivism. We actually have to have these real forms of activism, which come in the form of protests, volunteering, or charity. Now, let's take a look at the word protest. A protest is an organized, or usually a well-organized, public activity where people voice their opposition to a government, to a company, etc. We also have an example sentence. The students held a protest against animal testing. They don't want companies testing products on animals and hurting the animals, so they protested things and tried to change things. They were activists.
So protesting is one. Volunteering is another one. If you give your time, think of the people who might go to an animal shelter to help clean out and clean the animals, who go to the beach to help pick up garbage, who go to an old folks' home to just spend time and talk to the old people there. They're giving their time and their energy to actually do something. And of course, the third type of activism, charity. Charity is also very important. This involves giving money. Generally, if you don't have the time or the energy to go out and do this stuff, but you do have money, you can give money to the people who are doing the work. And this will, of course, will help them in a big way. So charity is, giving money just to help out. For example, Lewis is poor, but he refuses to accept other people's charity.
Now, the next sentence says, since the urge to do good has already been satisfied by online activity, one is less motivated to take part in real-life activity. Now here, an urge is a desire to do something. It's an impulse that you have to do something. And here we're talking about the urge to do good. People feel the need to do good things for other people. That's the urge to do good. And if you're already clicking on Facebook and thinking that you've already done good, that urge is going to disappear. For example, Phil had the urge to cry, man, when his girlfriend told him she wanted to break up.
Yeah, so yes. And then we also have this word motivated. It says a person is less motivated then to actually go out and do the real part of activism, to volunteer or to protest or something like that. What is the word motivate or motivated as we're using it there? Well, to motivate is to encourage someone, to push someone, to give them confidence, to give them energy, to give them support so that they can go out and do something. For example, losing weight is what motivates Stan to go jogging every day, because he went to the pool once and all those good-looking guys, he was like, oh, I need to exercise. That was enough to push him or to motivate him.
Yeah, it gave him a reason.
He's much healthier now, which
gave him a reason to go jogging. Good man. Anyways, Mike and I have to take a break, but don't go away, you folks, and Stan as well. We'll be back in no time.
Activism 是行动主义，那它的表现形式有抗议 protest， 或是做义工 volunteering， 或者是慈善捐款 charity。那同学们要特别注意 charity 它这个字当慈善或者是慈善救助的时候，它这个意思是不可数名词。那如果是当慈善机构、慈善组织来解释的时候，它可以当可数名词。好，这边还有3个单字要学起来。首先 criticize 是动词，它表示批评。那么课文里面的 critic 是名词，它是指批评者或者是评论家，像是 movie critic 就是影评人，评论电影的人。那接着我们来看看 urge 这个字，它当名词是指冲动或者是强烈的渴望。那课文里面的 the urge to do good 就表示做好事的冲动。好，最后来看 motivate 这个动词，它有激发、推动的意思。那它的过去分词 motivated， 它可以当形容词来描述有动力的或是受到激励的。好，接着回到课文中。
Can slacktivism lead to social change? One study has shown that people tend to use slacktivism as a personal advertisement rather than as a means of doing good. It's the online equivalent of saying, "Hey, look at what a nice person I am." This study also confirmed that people who show online support for a cause are less likely to donate to that cause later on.
Welcome back to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today, the name of the game is slacktivism.
That's right.
Slacktivism, man.
That's right. We're talking about people being, activists online, which maybe is not exactly the same as doing it out there in the real world. That's right. And they actually have some studies, right?
Studies and
people,
science.
Universities, researchers have done actually some studies. They've collected data to kind of look at this new phenomenon because it really is something that's only kind of become common in the last 5 or 10 years. So what do the studies show?
Well, one study has shown that people tend to use slacktivism as a personal advertisement rather than as a means of doing good. So they say, hey guys, look at me. Man, I'm online and I'm changing the world. Look at me, I'm amazing. When that's not what activism's about. It's about changing the world for the better, not making yourself look good to others.
So partly they're sharing that picture of the dog, the little puppy that needs help, to help the puppy, but also to say, look what a nice person I am. I'm helping this puppy. Aren't I a good thing?
As
they say,
it's
the
exactly
online equivalent. It's the same in the online world, in the social media world, of saying, hey everybody, look at what a nice person I am. Although you're not really concerned about the issue, you're just worried about looking good.
There you go. Now this study also confirmed that people who show online support for a cause are less likely to donate to that cause later on. So they'll like it, but they're not going to give money. In fact, by showing online support, you're probably less likely to donate to that cause later on.
Because you'll feel like, oh, I already did my part. I don't have to give money or time later on. I already liked it and put it on my page on Facebook. I've done my share of the hard work.
Anyways, folks, this is a very interesting and intriguing topic. And lucky for you guys, day 2 is coming up, and we'll learn even more about slacktivism. But right now, we have to take a short break. But don't go away. Yes, day 2 of our article is coming up in no time.
当你按赞完、分享完那些请求捐款的文章，可能就会觉得自己好像已经做一件好事，接下来就比较没有动力去实际行动了。那有一项研究就显示，人们倾向利用懒人行动主义来作为个人的宣传。那 equivalent 这个字就表示相等的事物，我们常常用 equivalent of 加上名词来表示相当于什么什么的人事物。好啦，不管这个研究是不是全然符合大家的情况，它的结果还是蛮值得我们省思的。那以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
Hello， 我是 Yvette， 又到了 Grammar Express。Slacktivism 懒人行动主义是 slacker 偷懒者和 activism 行动主义的混合。用来说明一种新兴的网络现象，说的总是比做的容易。It's a lot easier to click like for a cause than to actually get out there and do something for it。为一项公益诉求按赞，比实际上出来为它做点事容易多了。不定词可以当成句子的主词使用，这个主词如果太长的时候，就用虚主词 it 来取代。然后再把不定词移到句尾，句型是不定词加上 is 加上形容词，或者是 it is 加上形容词再接不定词，指某事是怎么样的。当有两件事情进行比较的时候，句型呢则是 不定词一加上 is 加形容词比较级，再加 then 再加不定词二，指动作一比动作二更怎么样，或者是 it is 加上形容词比较级，加不定词一加上 then 再接不定词二。在文章里的句子 easier 是形容词的比较级， a lot 是副词表示非常，动作一是 to click like for a cause 为公益诉求按赞，比动作二 to actually get out there and do something for it 真正出来为它做点事简单得多。一项研究显示，人们倾向利用懒人行动主义作为个人宣传而非行善的途径，这相当于在网络上说，嘿，你们看我是多好心的一个人啊， Hey, look at what a nice person I am. What 加上 a 或者是 an 加上形容词再接名词，后面也可以再接主词和动词。这个用法用来强调程度，带有感叹的语气。所接的名词如果是不可数或者是复数名词时，则不需要加冠词 a 或者是 an。这个用法可以当名词子句使用，也就是文章里的用法，也可以当独立的感叹句。句尾常用惊叹号来表示感叹。I didn't know what a stingy person he was until I worked with him. 直到我跟他共事啊，才知道他有多小气。What a beautiful house it is. 多美的房子啊！以上就是今天介绍的用法，谢谢收看，拜拜。
3, 2, 1, I action. 大侠李慕白的师傅多年前被闭眼狐狸害死，想不到这些年来他一直躲在玉大人家。一个月黑风高的夜晚，李慕白终于有机会报仇了。
Jade Fox. Hey! It's been a long time, Jade Fox. You don't remember me, but you should remember my master, Southern Crane. You infiltrated Wudan when I was away. You stole our master. Now it's time for you to pay.
Your master underestimated us women. He used me, but he would never teach me Kung Fu properly. He deserved to die by a woman's hand.
You stole the secrets of Wudan's highest martial arts, but after 10 years of training, your moves are still undisciplined and sloppy. So today, under a Wudan sword, you will die. Yeah.
I will be seeing you again soon. 李慕白
Hey, come back and face justice.
哇，终于可以报仇了！李慕白对闭眼狐狸说：“武当 should have gotten rid of you a long time ago。武当山早就应该把你除掉了。It's been a long time, Jade Fox。我们好久不见啊，闭眼狐狸。You don't remember me, but you should remember my master。你不记得我，但是你应该记得我的师傅。You infiltrated Wudang when I was away。哎，他用到了 infiltrate 这个动词 infiltrate。infiltrate 就是这个渗透的意，它渗透到这个武当山里面，可能当间谍。You infiltrated Wudang when I was awake and killed our master. Now it's time for you to pay. 今天你要付出代价。那闭眼狐狸也很生气啊，他说 Your master underestimate us women. 你的师傅啊，根本就是低估轻视我们女人。他用到了 underestimate 这一个动词 underestimate. Underestimate. He underestimated us women.He used me. 他利用了我。He would never teach me kung fu properly. 没有认真的教我功夫。He deserved to die by a woman's hand. 他死在这个女人的手下，死有余辜。那李慕白说 ，You stole the secrets of Wudang's highest martial arts. 你偷到这个武当里面这个功夫秘籍之类的东西。But after 10 years of training, 你苦练了10年，居然都没有进步。Your moves are still undisciplined. 哎，他用到了这一个形容词 undisciplined. U-N-D-I-S undisciplined， 就是没有受过训练的，没有修养的意思。反正他就是练功没有办法练到那个最高的境界。And today, under a wudang sword, you will die。今天你就会死在武当的剑下，杀过去了。可是居然被这个壁狐狸逃走了。可是他这样逃走以后，一定会后患无穷。到底会发生什么样的这个情况呢？请继续收看电影《龙卷风》。